Hi.
Hello.
It's Windows 98 night again.
Yeah.
I just post this in a couple of other places.
Damn. Business mavica.
I love the business mavica. It is so good.
Engaging business mode.
Business mavica is
Optimal
working from the
performance.
inside to dismantle the establishment.
Yes, good.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the inside cover of the site. It might be a bit creepy.
Oh.
So we're planning to start off with a PC format exclusive. I spelled magazine wrong. Okay. We're looking at a PC format exclusive from. Where's the date on this? Doesn't say. I thought it said. I thought I saw a date on this. Probably like 1999 or 1998, 1999. PC format is or was a computer magazine from the UK. I have a few CDs from them that I got as a gift. I think this is from issue 90, so somebody else can figure out when that was.
Oh.
The cover says, Close Encounters of the Weird Kind. Is there anybody out there? Discover the truth behind the real X-Files with this complete guide to the Fortean phenomena. Free full multimedia encyclopedia of the strange. So, this is gonna get interesting. I have no idea what's in here. I have not checked this. Christmas 1998. Thank you, Sam.
Oh.
I have not checked this beforehand for streaming, so this is probably going to be a bit dodgy. If it gets too creepy or controversial, we will switch gears to something else that we don't have planned yet. But hopefully we won't run into that trouble.
Yeah, hoping not.
You should change the thing on Twitch.
Listen, I work at my own pace, okay?
Okay.
When are we getting there? Eventually.
Go. It's streamed to Discord.
I was literally doing it before.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
30% of my streams is just me getting chided by my co-hosts.
Yeah.
It's one of her favorite hobbies, complaining. You feel easy a few days after she doesn't have anything to complain about.
I need to enable streamer mode and probably turn off desktop sounds since I don't need those.
Yeah.
Oh right, I was just sitting here waiting, like, why hasn't it showed up yet? But because of issues, I turned off household play, so that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
Microsoft DirectX 3.
Mm.
I would guess that I don't need to do that. Can I just run it?
Let's see. Testing. 3, 2, 1. Is this sound?
There is, it's a bit quiet.
Oh yeah, it's quite quiet.
Right. There we go. So, okay, this is starting out much sillier than the cover led to believe.
Mm.
Yeah. You could turn it up a little more, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh no. We gotta investigate. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
yes!
Alright.
Yes!
I'm into this.
This... this is the kind of shit, the kind of multimedia that I like.
Yeah. Uh. Uh. Good animation. Okay. Okay.
I was hoping for, like, menus and words, since, like, this... Like this touted itself as an encyclopedia. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like an Encarta type thing.
Yeah.
No, instead I'm greeted with this
Now we're playing Myst now.
Yeah, this Myst copycat.
Mm.
The expression "it's raining cats and dogs" is a well-known yet rather strange saying. More accurate, perhaps, would be a saying, "it's raining fish and frogs," as there have been several occasions throughout history when such bizarre showers really have taken place.
Oh.
Okay.
Fish.
Yep.
London. Crosses that rain from the sky.
What if we put Encarta, Myst, and the X-Files into a blender?
Yeah.
This is it.
Super frog. That can leap for miles. What? Jeez.
Such large quantities are not that rare. In 1939, the London Times reported a shower of live frogs and... I'm not going to pronounce it right. That was so heavy that people could not walk through the streets without treading on them.
Oh. Alright.
Wait, pink frogs? Winds from the Sahara Desert to England?
I don't think that works out.
So are these
But
actually...
it must have the natives to the Africa. Huh.
I want to task
Alright.
someone to check, like... So I'm still completely in the dark here as to whether this is fiction or not. Because all it says is, like, Encyclopedia of the Strange, and it has, like, a bunch of UFO pictures on the jewel case.
Yeah.
I was legit just expecting...
I hope the Mothman's in this.
I like
You
how
see
a lot
that
of...
Mothman statue with the chiseled ass?
No.
Oh. Oh.
So these are all things that have reigned throughout the ages.
Mm-hmm. Eels.
All of these references are from, like, British places. I like that. Very on point.
Yeah.
Very on brand. Okay. Apparently, yes. Pink frogs did happen. That's
Okay.
amazing. What's with that red stuff there?
Blood.
Yeah. Grains of blood.
Yeah. Flakes of meat.
Most cases of red rain have been given similar natural explanations, such as the rains that fell in England and Wales in 1968, which were tinted red by the presence of sand that had been blown to the Sahara. Again, like, I'm not dreaming this, right? Like, I know that I'm bad at geography, but the Sahara Desert is quite far away from England, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pennies from heaven. It's raining money.
Well, Laura, we're exploring the weird. The gentle tinkle of several coins that mysteriously fell from nowhere. No practical explanation could be found for the strange bounty, although interestingly, some were found to actually be embedded in the ground, a feat that could only have been achieved if they had come from a great height.
Hmm.
And we're back to fishes. Okay.
I suppose not too far away for the really high winds to do stuff like that, but quite a distance.
The Kraken!
Sam, do you know the Kraken?
Like, personally know the Kraken?
Yeah.
Conley. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
No.
Look at that.
Big.
Sam is the Kraken, apparently.
Okay. I like the little eyeball icon.
It's really good.
Back and forth.
Hmm.
Ah,
Psycho, can you, what? What's that doing in this section? It's the weird out of nowhere. The Kraken, psychokinesis.
in the mid-1970s, a group called the United States Psychotronics Association was set up as a reaction to fears that Russia was starting to use psychotronic warfare against the United States. Lieutenant Colonel
Yep.
Thomas Z. Bearden believed that the loss at sea of the nuclear submarine Treasure was caused by a Soviet experiment with a device that could amplify this mental power.
Alright.
And now it's raining fish.
What is that?
Is it the Loch Ness Monster?
No. Oh.
Described it as looking more like the Loch Ness Monster. Okay.
Okay. Tiggy. I love a good cryptid.
You should, you're dating me.
Oh,
Is this where it came from?
I think so. Maybe?
Oh, that must be the Loch Ness Monster. Maybe? I
Oh.
don't know. Ooh. Ooh.
Sponge.
I don't know, that must
Oh,
have
no,
been the
that's me.
hurricane.
Yeah, okay.
Sea serpents.
Sea is really big. Well, the oceans are really big. And deep.
You don't really
weird
think about
combo.
it, but like imagine like how big the places that people are. Like
Yeah.
how vast that is. Now imagine that is the lesser portion of the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
Then you get real fucked up thinking about it.
Yep. The ocean is too big and it scares me.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It unnerves me, but I'm not like terrified. I'm just like.
South Atlantic Ocean. HMS Data.
Okay, look at that eye! Look how goofy that
Oh.
is.
Dirty humps.
This is an interesting way to navigate an encyclopedia.
Oh, let's see what's in this hatch.
Oh, it's raining crosses, just like they said. Also, I just can't imagine how long it must have taken to render each single one of these stills.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, a long way.
In 1795, when young Daniel McGuinness stumbled upon a strange indentation on the ground of Oak Island, he could have had no idea that what he had just uncovered would turn out to be one of the most baffling of mysteries, a mystery that would remain unsolved to this very day. For many years, There had been numerous stories about Oak Island, the sort of stories that were bound to tug at the natural inquisitive impulses of the young and curious. Eerie stories of mysterious lights seen burning through the fogs that so frequently descended upon the area. Ideal conditions to mask the illicit activities of the pirates that were believed to have used the island for their own nefarious ends. Youngsters nearby were deterred from visiting the island by spooky tales of phantom pirate watchmen, the grisly remains of those left behind to guard their booty, and the chilling howls of the ghostly black hounds also said to roam the isle. Anxious parents would stress that two fishermen who had been foolish enough to investigate these sights and sounds were never to be seen again, almost challenging the youthful bravado of Daniel and his friends. The creaking remains of an old block and tackle, swinging from a dark oak tree, alerted him to the disturbed ground that marked the spot. Nothing so plain as a cross marked the spot there. The pick marks in the hard clay ground, and the stone of a kind that was alien to the island, were the first telltale signs that this was an enigma, fashioned by strange foreign hands, and the layers of carefully laid coconut matting, another substance foreign to the isle, and putty, were to suggest handiwork more akin to that of regal Egypt than the rough-hewn hands of drunken pirates.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. We're going into this pit, I guess.
Welcome to the Money Pit, an ancient gateway to untold treasure that has claimed the lives of many who have tried to recover its fortune. If it's ancient, I don't think the money would be worth anything anymore.
It's just copper ingots. They're very pure quality, don't worry.
Hmm.
There it is. Yes.
Hey.
20 feet. Oh.
Oh, wait, did I?
Yeah, okay.
That's the welcome. Okay. Oh, there's. Okay, I see. They set up the expectation that somebody's gonna die and then nobody dies. That's the biggest disappointment. Oh, so this is like an actual shaft thing that I see. An ancient gateway, and just some dude just like dig a really big hole. Ancient gateway. That just looks like a Minecraft mine shaft. Come on. To conceal their booty. To conceal their booty.
Oh, just put some pants on.
Yeah.
They
Would I have to go out?
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I have to conceal my booty. Yes, we know we're going out today. Just put the pants on.
There he is, concealing his booty.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's the charts.
Alright. Unusual boulder. It's a rock with a hole in it.
Hmm.
It's been drilled.
Oh. No, I've seen plenty of rocks with holes in them. And I didn't
Cute.
jump to the...
Cue the clip of that History Channel guy. Could it really be true? Yes, it could.
Like, I can go to the beach right now. It's a 10-minute walk and give you a rock with a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
Could you? I would actually like that.
Well, I can't do it now. We're in the middle of a stream.
Nah, let's take the stream out into the wild. Lindsay we just get you a helmet camera and like
Oh shit!
a cam
There's-
car.
I think we've got to go back a very long way for this. And I
So
also
quiet.
think that it has possibly been done by a group of people acting over the years, one after the other. We may be going back 1,000 years BC to Phoenician times, when the earliest sailors managed to cross the Atlantic, came through the Mediterranean. I also think that there's a lot of mileage in the Welsh gold miners' theory, that the Welsh, the early Celts, were known to have crossed the Atlantic. And there was a mine at a place called the Ogilvie mine at Pinsate in Wales. And it was mined by the Romano-Welsh in the 5th century. When the Roman Empire collapsed in Britain, it's possible that a group of Romano-Welsh miners went across and did the work on Oak Island, or at least did the foundations of the work. The reason that we suggest that is that the Pinsate mine, the Ogilvie mine, has got a watercourse which has been cut 7 miles through a mountain, and it also has tunnels which miners can walk through, triangular tunnels, standing on the apex, so the flat base is at the top, so that a man could walk through those tunnels carrying a yoke on his shoulders with gold ore in that yoke. And men who can do that sort of work could have cut Oak Island. Roman discipline, Celtic courage, and you've got the Oak Island labyrinth.
Now that's ancient.
Mm.
Betamax. This is weird.
Respected author. I just wondered the many different treasures. Here they are just pitching this guy as a book.
Yep.
Oh, here's another one. Three lads
Three
set about
lads.
the task.
Some lads.
Now it's starting to look less like Minecraft and more just like a shitty Terraria mineshaft. Oh, here it is again.
There are so many possibilities for what actually lies below the money pit. A fragment of parchment came up bearing the mysterious letters V.I. It is possible, one school of thought believes that it's Bacon's original manuscripts proving that he wrote Shakespeare's plays. The Baconian Society, very keen on that one.
Okay.
Certainly there's a possibility that it contains ancient jewels. I don't think it's pirate treasure. I think the whole thing is far too elaborate and difficult for pirates to have done it. It may contain...
That's offensive to pirates.
Ancient treasure,
Yeah.
which Templars salvaged from Rennes-le-Château when the Order of Templars was destroyed by Philip le Bel in 1307. They were befriended by Prince Henry of Orkney. He, we know, went across to Nova Scotia. Did he take Templars with him? And did the Templars bury some of the treasure from Rennes-le-Château? In which case it is something that's older than Egypt and of possibly unknown power.
I'm loving this garbage.
Totally could have been pirates. It's not like they were completely unorganized. Syndicate. 2 million pounds.
Wow. Jeez.
Called the money pit because they waste all their money trying to dig out this hole.
Oh, okay. We can't see what the stone said.
Oh.
Gonna be, yep, same way again.
Well, the scale of the operation was so vast that, assuming that they only had simple hand tools, we're looking at a group of well-disciplined and skillful people working there for anything between 10 months and a year. The problem is that there's a limit to the number of people you can have operating simultaneously in a confined space. So we can't
Pirates, they were too organized.
emphasize an infinite number of workers. We can only say, okay, with the workface being the size it was, we can have men working in shifts for XYZ hours. And I base my calculations on limited work area and the tools that would have been available at the time. And I don't think it could have been done in less than 12 months, and I don't think it could have been done by less than, let's say, 50 to 100 men. And they'd have had to be well-disciplined, well-organised. It's a stupendous undertaking.
Okay. Truro Syndicate.
It's zoomed into his face because it's more artistic that way.
Uh-huh.
He's also fully naked from the neck down.
He refused to wear clothes, so they had to...
He's not concealing his
like
booty.
that. Yes.
The floods weren't accidents. They were parts of the pit's defenses. Ah.
Oh. I can't look in the chest. Oh.
It's the thing that they found.
No.
Even 200 years after its discovery, it attracts people like a magnet. Despite the old curse which prophesied that the treasure would not be found until the last oak had fallen, which it now has. And 7 men
Well,
have died.
Get someone on this. Should be easy now.
Oh, the wires
Oh
rushing in.
no.
Some 5 years earlier, an underwater television camera had been lowered down the borehole and brought back pictures of what appeared to be a well-preserved human corpse. Oh.
Oh. It's a hole.
It's a hole.
It's a whole lot of nothing.
As efforts continue to reveal the pit's secrets, a frightening thought occurs. Whatever is down there, the pit was made in such a way as to render it nigh impossible to recover, even for those who put it there. What if the marvelously complex work of engineering was made not to prevent mankind getting to it, but to prevent it getting to mankind? The creation of such unspeakable danger or evil that it was decided it must be hidden away in such an intricate manner that nobody, even the architects themselves, would be able to gain access to it. Perhaps at the bottom of the pit lies a Pandora's box that would be best left unopened for all our sakes.
See, they forgot to put the sign in front that says, "This is not a place of honor."
I still want to get you booty shorts with that on.
This certainly is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ah, and we're back. Ooh.
14 Times is a magazine published in London every month. It's been going now for about 23 years. It's named after an
Sound
American
recording on these is
Charles
off.
Ford, who
Mhm.
turned the century. And he was the first man to gather together and write down stories of strange phenomena in a coherent way. He spent a lifetime, in fact, trawling through the scientific literature of two continents in the British Library, the New York Public Library, and came up with what are now recognised as the first modern tales of UFOs, for example. He gathered together hundreds of examples of frogs that have fallen from the sky, fishes that have come down. He also wrote about what he called wild talents, what we now call psychical phenomena, psychokinesis, poltergeist, and so on. But the key thing which he did was he wrote it all down with an open mind and a sense of humour, and that's what 14 Times is still dedicated to doing now. So the magazine doesn't accept absolutely anything that it writes. We don't believe it firmly. We try to exclude known hoaxes, but we don't have the resources or the knowledge to check out everything that we publish, and by definition anything that comes within our purview is likely to have insufficient evidence for it to be proven one way or the other. And that gives us an open-mindedness, hopefully, because the problem with the unexplained is that as soon as you start to adopt a single theory and you believe it firmly, you then exclude evidence that doesn't fit your theory, and that starts making you close-minded, and eventually it turns you into a crank. Now, at 14 Times we have the freedom to publish all sorts of material without believing it firmly, and that means that we can publish stuff which is sounds fairly unbelievable, and we don't have to endorse it. So, for example, recently we've had stories coming out of Africa. Uganda, for example, there's a panic over there about vanishing wedding tackle. It's believed that a group of sorcerers are going around stealing people's genitals for use in aphrodisiac potions in a way that
Okay.
and
That escalated quickly.
There's therefore widespread refusal to shake hands with strangers in Uganda at the moment.
It's just like
Those people who
out in a
aren't
public
daring
place
to do
and
it,
just
they're
sort
selfishly going to a corner,
like,
sticking their hands in their
oh?
pockets, just checking that everything is still as it should be. Over on the other side of the country, in Nigeria recently, there was a bizarre case of a serial killer called Alfred John, who claimed that he was a transvestite water goddess who'd been possessed by this Mami Waters, a sort of mermaid spirit, and had been compelled by it to kill and suck the blood of about 200 people. We've also had stories from
that era.
Africa about a madman who's been going to the forest there with a tranquilizer dart gun, shooting gorillas with it, and then while they're out cold, he dresses them in clown suits and releases them back into the wild.
This is going places.
In the world, really. I mean, Russia is an area where there are a lot of strange things going on at the moment. We had a case recently of a psychic called Alexei Frenkel, who claimed to be the world's greatest psychokinetic. He could move and stop things with the power of his mind, and one day he decided to demonstrate this by walking along a railway track and stopping the Omsk Diesel Express with his brain power. He was run over by the train and killed, and his assistant apologised to the waiting media and said that sadly Alexei just didn't believe strongly enough today. Britain, of course, is also full of strange phenomena. We cover everything in the UK, from the Loch Ness Monster in the north down to the beast bombing in the south, and also tales of strange human behaviour. We cover ghosts, miracles, weeping and moving statues, for example, are well on the up at the moment as we move towards the millennium. We've had cases from around the world of statues that weep, shed tears, menstruate in one case from Chile. And also visions of the Virgin Mary in places like Ireland, Romania and Australia recently have been reported. And all this seems to be tied in with what we call PMT, premillennial tension, as people start worrying about the end of the world, the prophecies of Nostradamus and so on. So really at the moment, interest levels in reports of strange phenomena are at an all-time high, and it's a great time to be publishing 14 Times.
I really like this guy's point of view. I totally subscribe to that.
You can get 3
Uh,
issues of the Freudian Times for £1.
So apparently, this guy has a Wikipedia page, and apparently he regularly contributes to r/ask historians.
Huh.
So good for him.
So I was looking up Oak Island, and there's The Curse of Oak Island, a reality TV series. And it follows 2 brothers called Rick and Marty. Okay. What's here now?
What are we getting ourselves into?
X.
X.
The X-Files. Okay. X-rays.
On a mortuary slab somewhere in the Ukraine in 1978, a very strange thing happened. The body lying on the slab in question suddenly started moving when the autopsy began. It was alive. The reviving figure was that of Miss Yulia I'm not going to pronounce that right, who had died of an electric shock, yet had suddenly revived at the very last opportunity. Yet the strangest aspect of the story was yet to manifest itself. Having fully recovered from her ordeal, she suddenly became aware that she had acquired an amazing talent. She had X-ray vision.
Okay.
Alright. I mean, good for her. She found her niche. What's that snowman over there?
Rocks?
Walking rocks.
We actually know why.
Yeah.
It's flooding. Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Okay, hang on. Jenny Moran, Sedalia, Missouri. That can't be right. Cannot find. I can't find anything about this.
When I search for Jeannie Moran, one of the autocomplete sessions is Jeannie Moran Ghostbusters. It's in one of the comics.
Yeah, okay.
Jeannie Moran.
And she's there is a way more story here than there is in the encyclopedia about Janie Moran.
Yep. You're,
Powers. Jenny, as a ghost, can pass as fully human, down to tangibility, because she had stronger ties to the physical world than many ghosts. That's certainly a usage of the word pass that I wasn't expecting to see today.
Ah,
The abominable small.
this place is ski-free.
That's it. Just a picture of a dude walking in the snow.
It's doing the Bigfoot pose. That one photo.
Really not hiding Spooshy.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm getting the vibe that, like, all of this is intriguing, but also yawn-inducing.
Oh.
Oh no, this is really freaking me out. This kind
Really?
of stuff really gets to me.
Man, to me it's just like, ah, yep, it's a collection of stories that have barely any records or like mentions anywhere
It's in the Encyclopedia of Weird. That's all the proof you need.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking, like, I would probably enjoy those more if it didn't have all the walking around shtick, because it makes it kind of a
Yeah.
slog to see everything in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's, yeah. The SCP Foundation made the X-Files reboot less than intriguing. They fought against the very thing that they were based off of.
Is that a boomerang? It's what? Oh, tiny text.
Tiny, almost unreadable text. Something about a man-beast in Australia.
Australian Bigfoot.
Yeah. And so they put a big boomerang there to... Yep. Alright. This thing, I
Yeah.
seem to be able to look at that.
Oh.
Las Bolas Grandes. The giant balls of Costa Rica.
Oh.
The amount of work involved in shaping these balls from hard granites and rubbing them smooth was truly great. This is my favorite SCP. It's just like a smooth granite ball.
Yep. Is there any way to get this?
There we go.
Alright.
One of the most disturbing of puzzles that has confounded experts for well over a century occurred in the unlikely paradise of Barbados. In the graveyard of Christ
It's a
Church
hatch from Lost.
sat a vault which has housed the earthly remains of the Chase family since the beginning of the 19th century. The bizarre events within this vault began in 1812, when the body of Thomas Chase was about to be placed inside. Inexplicably, 2 coffins of previous occupants were found to have moved across the vault. 4 years later, a similar occurrence was discovered, and less than 2 months later, they were found to be disturbed yet again, even though each time they had been returned to their correct positions, and the vault sealed by masons. The entrance was secured by a huge slab, which would have needed at least 6 men to have moved it. Over 2.5 years later, in 1819, Thomas Clark was to be buried there, but again the coffins were in disarray. No mean feat, as the heaviest coffin, made of lead, would take 8 men to move it. Strangely, the lighter wooden coffin of Mrs. Thomasina Goddard had remained unmoved. The governor of Barbados, Lord Combermere, was disturbed by the fuss now being caused by these events, and all the talk of ghosts, and decided to investigate the vault. When it was opened, he could clearly see that the coffins had been disturbed, by comparing their positions with a diagram showing the positions that they had been previously left in. It would clearly have taken many hands to cause such disruption, and theories that they could have been disturbed by earth tremors were ruled out, due to the lack of any movement of the much lighter contents in there. Lord Combermere had the floor, roof and walls examined with a fine-tooth comb to confirm that there were no hidden entrances, then had the coffins replaced, covering the floor with a fine sand which would expose any unwelcome footprints should anyone enter after the vault was closed. Then, when it was resealed, he made his personal imprints in the cement, so it could not be replaced without clearly showing signs of tampering. Rather like a child unable to wait for Christmas before opening his presents, Lord Combermere found that he could
that's a comparison.
burial before
Yep.
seeing if his efforts had solved the long-standing mystery. The following year he returned to the vault and carefully inspected the cement around the gateway, declaring it to be the correct seal with his personal markings. All in attendance gasped, as the slab was, with unusual effort, moved to reveal a coffin standing on its head, with the end resting against the door. Other coffins had clearly been thrown around the vault, and yet the fine sand on the floor had remained completely undisturbed. This was too much to bear for the concerned, and the coffins were removed and buried separately, the tomb never to be used again, as, after all, what use is a resting place for the dead, where the dead will not rest?
Poetic.
Okay.
They're just having a rave.
Is there a way to turn off the transitions between scenes?
What do
Are there
you
any
think?
menus at all?
What do you think?
Oh no.
It's a 1998 piece of... I should have turned that off. It's a 1998 piece of multimedia. Do you think there are any sightings?
Maybe?
It's a multimedia experience.
I can try pressing escape, but I'm guessing that it's just going to kick me out to the desktop.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it then.
Okay.
And we're back here.
We're back here.
Alright.
Well then. I have no idea, like, which way did I go, which way did I come from. There's, like, no labels on anything.
Yeah, okay.
Fascinating.
I just want to find the aliens.
What? Can't go that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Why can I even stand here if there's, like, nothing to look at?
Maybe that's where you started?
Is it?
No?
Both ends are the same. Some of these wizards are just wow.
Oh.
Hello, are you a UFO?
Whoa.
God, now this is really missed, isn't it?
I was about to say that exact thing.
This really is missed, isn't it?
We get to do a cool puzzle?
Shit. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay, the switch is at the top and on the side. I guess we're gonna
Right.
go from the...
Do I
green
just
to
have
the
to,
red.
like, connect them?
Yeah. More encyclopedias need puzzles.
Wow.
Oh, and you were moving actual big pillars.
This is literally
Wow.
missed. And I have to do the whole rigmarole of walking over this.
Yep. With way too many bits in between.
Fantastic.
What? Just jumped off.
Oh, there are options.
Fast
Well, there
moving.
you go. Oh,
Oh, and you can...
see, this is... We have to unlock things.
Oh.
Amazing.
Okay, fast moving doesn't have the scrolling. Ooh.
In 1993 into 1994, I was involved in writing a book on British abductions with a colleague of mine called Carl Negatis. I called the book Without Consent. Got the title from the dictionary basically. We looked up the word abduction and it said, you know, taken the blah 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 without consent. And one of the things we tried to do during the research for the book was to ask the abductees that question: what do you believe happened to you? We asked 15 abductees in the UK. 2 said definitely aliens from space. Don't know where in space, but from space. 2 said it was some kind of spiritual experience. One young man we interviewed down in Wales, the only way he could rationalise with it initially was he thought it was the Russians. But 10 of the 15 said, I just don't know. I've had this most bizarre experience or experiences, the likes of which I've never had before, had no interest in UFOs, flying saucers, call them what you will, and they come to people like myself or my colleagues looking for an answer. And one of the reasons that they've actually gone public at times is in the hope that by telling their story, they'll have a greater chance of getting to the bottom of it, to find that answer.
Spooky.
Spooky.
There was a fascinating wave of sightings that occurred in Belgium over the period of several months, beginning in 1989, but culminating on one night in 1990, where about 2,700 people reported sighting a UFO. Now, at the same time, the Belgian Air Force had radar returns from their ground radar stations, and they scrambled 2 F-16 fighter interceptors to try and intercept the object. The F-16 then acquired the UFO on its airborne radar, tried to intercept it, locked on to the object 7 or 8 times, but the object repeatedly broke the lock, which was fascinating because it showed the craft was under some sort of intelligent control. It was reacting to what the Belgian Air Force were trying to do. Now, when that case was assessed afterwards, the Belgian Air Force simply said that the object was capable of moving from a virtual hover to speeds of several thousand miles an hour in a matter of seconds, and they came to the conclusion that the object was real, but that they had no explanation for it.
Spooky.
Spooky. Okay. We got a red panel. A green panel. The other one was red.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
World War II was a time when life could never be taken for granted, especially for those whose daily task it was to risk their lives fighting for their country. The men stationed at RAF Shalufa in Egypt knew that each day might be their last, but none expected to gaze upon the face of death before it happened. Yet that is exactly what happened to Wing Commander George Potter. One night, while drinking in the mess with his friend Flying Officer Reg Lamb, his attention was diverted across the room to where one of his colleagues was sitting. His blood went cold, for in place of the handsome features he expected to see was a horrific skull-like apparition sinking into a blue-black murk. He was transfixed by this stomach-churning vision until Lamb broke the spell by tugging at him and asking what was wrong. George Potter shakily explained that he had seen the mark of death on his comrade. The following night his ill-starred colleague went on a mission as scheduled, but, as Potter had half expected, he did not return. His plane had been shot down over the Mediterranean Sea. The deathly vision being swallowed by the depths had become a reality.
I mean, that just sounds like a story of war and PTSD.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Okay.
Alright.
Here's a... Yeah, I guess I can't select that thing.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Stonehenge.
What's the meaning of Stonehenge?
The mysteries of the distinctive formation of stones that make up Stonehenge have been discussed by more experts than almost any other man-made structure.
No, Sam. Flower is not flower.
It was engineered to be in a specific place in relation to the sun, so that at the significant time of midsummer, the sun would rise in line with the heel stone if you were within the circle. Though very much a focal point of the Druids, this stone enigma on Salisbury Plain, England, was almost certainly built by unknown people, long before Druidic times. Stonehenge itself evolved through various stages over a period of about 1,000 years, beginning around 2800 BC. The most baffling puzzle probably being the question of why its builders should have transported blue stones from a sacred ring all the way from Wales, about 135 miles. It would have been a truly massive task, using only the most primitive forms of transport, and bearing in mind the difficulty of travel and lack of communication systems, one wonders how they would have been aware
That is a
of the
very
existence of
positive
such
point.
stones so far away.
Mm.
Many theories abound as to its placing on the network of lays, a mysterious system of underground lines, which are said to run across the world and act as channels of great natural power. With structures such as Stonehenge,
I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a car alarm going outside and it's driving me
other
nuts.
theories have suggested that it
Oh.
was
Just
kind of
stop,
orchestrated
just because I
group,
talked about it.
a temple,
Well, that's
Yeah.
weird.
a focal point for the
Mm.
Whoa. Okay.
The absence of any written explanation from its makers themselves as to why they should go to the incredible efforts that they did leaves us only our own science and imagination to explain the building of Stonehenge.
I just thought it looked neat.
Mm.
Wanted to spruce the place up a little bit.
Yeah, it is England after all. It can do with all the help it can get.
Oh.
Hands. What are hands?
Just don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Fascinating. Thank you for telling me. I'll be
No source
honest.
me. Someone in China had transparent
Yeah.
skin. And
I'll
they
be
were fine.
honest. I don't think we're gonna stick with the CD for much longer.
Yeah.
Crop circles. Is that it? Yeah, crop circles. I like those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a lot to it. Okay.
Each year these strangely beautiful patterns appear in the fields and cause a fresh round of controversy. Since 1978, over 2,000 have been sighted in southern England alone. Reports of others have been made in more than a dozen
Again,
countries,
the aliens just want to spruce up
such
the
as
place.
the
It is
United
England.
States, Canada, Japan and
I
Australia.
like the Invader Zim episode
Our
where
aliens
they
opt for higher
like
intelligence,
it.
leaving
It
us
is
wondering
implied that
what
the
sort of
crop
clues
circles are
our
just like
future
cows rolling
Are
around in the
UFOs
crops.
somehow responsible?
Uh-huh.
Governments practicing with top-secret particle beam weapons? A previously unseen force of nature related to tornadoes? Or simply inebriated students hoping to make page 2 of the local newspaper?
Yep.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a definitive answer. And although a lot of circles are confessed hoaxes, there is no doubt that other formations exhibit features impossible to fake, and no single theory seems to fit.
What do you mean impossible to fake? Well, what does that mean? Okay, first of all, what is what is faking in this context? Like, what is the genuine article that they are comparing those against?
I'm guessing the pretext being that it's aliens doing it, then faking it would be doing all the tools other than what aliens have. So there would be crop circles that could not be done without tools that aliens might have, such as UFO.
White men couldn't do it, so it must be aliens.
Uh-huh. Oh, more tiny text.
Complete and measurable lack of static electricity.
Alright.
Okay. Or, you know, it could just be anything else.
Uh-huh.
One and 10 circles.
Cereologists. Cereologists.
Something about the phrase "at least 1 in 10 circles" seem to include features that cannot be satisfactorily explained away. I was just thinking, like, 1 in 10 circles recommends aliens.
Talk to your dentist. I mean, local alien.
Beautiful symmetry. Here we go, UFOs. Oh, there's more text.
Where are the videos and cool images? Show me pictures of UFOs.
Ah, inebriated students. No,
Mm.
it's the same thing.
Oh no! You got tricked by the alien.
I got tricked. Oh man, I can't with this. I can't with this for much longer. Is this anywhere online? Like, could you easily find this on the Internet Archive? Because otherwise I will image this for posterity.
There is a tribe in East Africa, the Algayo, that always used to make a point of donning straw helmets when they went hunting. Why? To protect themselves from a beast known as the chemosit, which had a particular fondness for the taste of human brains. This nocturnal bear-like creature is well known for its fearsome wail, which has been heard by visiting zoologists as well as the local tribespeople. An engineer named MacDonald claimed to have been actually attacked by the beast in his hut in Kenya, and footprints 4 times larger than a man's were found outside. He described it as being 7 feet tall, with a mouth that seemed to give off a red glow, which ties in with the descriptions of local legend.
As far as I can tell, this is just called Weird.
I can't find it on archive.org.
Alright.
I search Encyclopedia of Weird and I get 2 results in software. 2 results for the Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail, the Oregon Trail Deluxe, and that useful tools list by Everest Pipkin. So, no.
No, that's just Stonehenge. We already seen this.
No, no. Now the druids tricked you.
For one of the classic blunders.
Oh, this font.
Okay.
Spontaneous combustion. Oh, the regular door behind the alien door.
Entering a door, which I don't know how it goes. But something, the scary door.
Is that the Titanic back there? Yeah.
It does appear to be, yes. World's biggest dildo.
On isolated
Wow.
Easter Island, nearly 1,000 miles from the nearest land, sit the enigmatic statues that have aroused more interest than almost any other mythical figures.
Aroused.
The island was first brought to the attention of a wider world in the 18th century
Wow.
by Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen, when he discovered the island on Easter Day,
To me, I
resulting in
can
its
use
unusual name.
Photoshop.
Hewn from volcanic rock, the mysterious figures that decorate the island stand about 25 feet tall and weigh in at around 18 tons each. Local legend tells that the rock figures, or moe, walk to their places themselves, and certainly the shortage of trees with which to have made rollers to have moved them makes it puzzling as to how local craftsmen could have done
We
so.
actually know how they did it, and
Yeah, I was about to say that. We know
Yeah.
exactly how they do it.
Eric von Daniken, who claimed that they must have been carved by visiting spacemen, also suggesting that their red stone headpieces, known as pakeo, represented helmets that would have been worn by these unearthly
White
visitors.
people couldn't do it. Must have been
More
aliens.
earthly explanations of such puzzles. They point to the fact that local islanders happen to have red hair themselves, and suggest that the lack of trees was caused by them all being used up to move the statues, resulting in the production of said statues ceasing when their timber was exhausted. A timely warning perhaps of the consequences of failing to replenish natural resources. Despite all the theories, however, nobody knows for certain why so many of these statues should have been made, or why they should be carved in such unusual forms.
I mean, yes, this is exactly what it is, except it takes itself less seriously.
Mm.
Which...
Do you know what art is? It's just...
and like, I do think that, sure, I mean, I love the X-Files, right? The TV show.
Yeah.
I like this. It's like that guy who, the editor for the 14 Times said, like, have an open mind. Don't take things too seriously. The problem with ancient aliens and all the modern gobbledygook going on in History Channel is that they take themselves too seriously. And they pass it off as truth. I'm pretty sure these already have been disproved.
Yeah.
Alright, what's up here? A pit. Okay, I don't want to go into the pit yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the door I came in through.
Okay. Titanic! Shoved in the ground.
We just do not know where the Titanic came from.
Yeah, no one actually knows where it was built. It's really odd.
Bad feelings. Like, yeah, I would have bad feelings too if I just knew that there weren't enough lifeboats for everybody on the boat. Like, that's not supernatural, that's just math.
Yeah. Daily Mail.
Like, honestly, what is supernatural about the Titanic?
I don't know, I guess just people having premonitions about the fact that it was going to sink.
Ah, blindfolds. Okay.
People don't understand that. Even in all the times, people just make shit up. What?
I guess it's a pit.
Something we have to do to make a thing happen with the pit?
I don't know.
Throw a coin in.
Vote now on your phones.
Oh.
Oh, wait a second. Oh.
Oh no.
of hydrogen, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can you go to the left there? Is there anything? No, there's nothing like on the banister.
This is the worst parody of Mist I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
It's supposed to do something there, but it's completely opaque as to what.
Yeah, just like Mist.
Uh-huh.
There is. Well, I was gonna say there is a corner that doesn't seem to have anything, but it does. It's just like high up.
Blimp, yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I think we've reached the dead end.
Yeah. Unless there's like a hidden pixel somewhere to do something, but
I mean, I tried looking for it. Wait a second, are those stairs darker on that side?
I don't know.
I think I haven't climbed up from that side. Ah,
Oh, okay. That's weird that you have to go there. Actually. I mean, I guess maybe they want you to go around, see all the things. What? Oh, is this the Tower of Hanoi puzzle? No. What?
you don't know how to play this game, I'm taking it away.
Oh. And we gotta wish. Oh, and then you can skip it.
Ah,
No?
so the only thing that seems to do anything is the top one. When I click it, it just...
Can you click and
Oh,
drag?
okay. I was just right. Alright, listen, I'm not good at Tower of Hanoi. So this will take me a few turns.
Uh. Uh.
I don't know. I don't think that's the... Listen, I told you, I'm not good at this. Alright, let's reset.
Okay. Here we are.
There we go.
Hey. You annoyed the tower. Tell me that this section has 2 puzzles in it. Alright. I mean, that's certainly...
So, okay, so someone just told a dude that, like, someone else had died. And then you never checked whether or not it was true.
Uh-huh. But then who was phone? Oh, we're going in the Twilight Zone?
Okay, now this is really missed.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing of human combustion. I needed a break for a minute, real quick.
Alright.
Yeah.
Not for any reason other than not because of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, well. I guess it's just me then. So, how about those aliens, huh? Sure, somewhere. How about them ghosts? Are ghosts aliens? Are there alien ghosts? We may never know. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That was the real mystery. Is Bigfoot an alien ghost? Bigfoot made the Stonehenge and the crop circles. Modern ghost. Yeah. All the dead people are from ages ago. Okay, but maybe there are modern ghosts, but there's some sort of dress code, and you have to act like you're from the 19th century or earlier. Huh? It's just you gotta play the part. There's a ghost manual. A ghost. Gotta do your ghost job properly. Yeah.
I am loving this theory.
That's why there's no seemingly modern ghosts. They all gotta dress up and play their part.
Yep. Hi, we're here to learn about spontaneous human combustion.
Yep.
The very concept that any one of us could be sitting watching the television or walking along a street and suddenly burst into flames, becoming just a heap of ashes and a memory, is too horrible to contemplate. Yet there is an alarming quantity of evidence to suggest that this dreadful fate could indeed befall any one of us at any time, with the frightening phenomenon known as spontaneous human combustion.
Scary.
Okay.
A lot of words.
Blah blah
Oh,
blah.
boy.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh, glad you didn't zoom on those photos, because kind of grisly.
Yeah. Yep. Scientists who believe in the existence of spontaneous human combustion.
Uh-huh.
A 40-year Chinese boy named Tong quite recently was found to generate unusually high levels of electric current, and this led him to inadvertently setting his underpants alight.
Maybe he just set his underpants on fire and then lied. I'm full of electricity, Mom and Dad. It's okay. It's not my fault.
A particularly lethal curry might just be the catalyst for a very unpleasant chain reaction.
Alright.
Alright, I'm sorry, but okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. There's lots of doors here.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
It's the credits. Scroll.
I like how the
Start the
music
music,
starts
recording.
over, yeah.
Two.
But I can barely read that.
Such is the belief from the power of premonition that in
Oh, sorry, you just started reading it after I clicked away.
it's okay.
Ooh, rock. Oh, rock. Okay. Creature in the lake.
Ooh, there's a video.
Well, the distortion monster, or distortion period, as they call it, is in some ways
I have a
typical
cryptid on my
monster,
lap
but
right now.
apart from one very strange characteristic.
Here.
The monster has ears.
Mhm.
Some of the sightings,
Sighting.
some of the people who have seen this says that it has very large, pale or whitish ears, and it's variously described as looking like fins or sails or like big pale bat wings. And the funny thing is that these sightings are all from late summer, early autumn,
Right.
sometimes in the beginning of winter as well. And that makes me wonder that this is the time where the moose, the antlers of the local moose, are out of velvet, and they are looking like very big, pale, whitish, bat-like things. And so I think that what these people have seen are, in fact, swimming moose. Moose are very common around the lake, so most people know them, but even the people around there, and I've spoke to a lot of them, they don't know that moose are actually extremely good swimmers. Some of them swim from Sweden to Denmark every now and then, which is a swim of at least 6-7 miles through very strong currents. They're very good divers. They can dive down to about 5 or 6 meters, 15-18 feet, and stay underwater for 1 or 2 minutes. And I'm quite certain that if you're walking by the lake and you see this moose come crashing off of the water, you get scared, and it's suddenly much bigger than it really is, and you've seen a lake monster. Or if you're out in a canoe or a small boat fishing, and suddenly this moose comes up from the bottom of the lake with water, aquatic plants hanging all over the place. Well, you've seen a lake monster.
Alright.
Alright.
Ooh.
Guns.
Guns are cryptids. Oh, the Winchester Mystery
Oh,
House.
yeah! I've heard about this. Thing about it is that it's lots of words in
Yep.
an inconvenient format.
Basically, Sarah Winchester, the widow of
Here we can
William
see an
Winchester,
aerial view
the
of the
gun
magnificent
maker.
Winchester Mystery
Mm.
House, sprawling over 4 acres in San Jose. It is easy to see why it has been an architectural landmark since the turn of the century.
So many roofs.
The 4-story balcony
Just a
provides a
mention.
bird's eye view of the outside
Yep.
buildings, interior courtyard and gardens, including the unusual crescent-shaped boxwood hedge that held strange spiritualistic significance for Sarah Winchester. Can anyone guess what dark mysteries are concealed in the obscure Shakespearean quotes found in the Ground Palace Ballroom's art glass windows? The intricate design work here shows the care and dedication that went into making the interior as striking as the exterior. The elaborate inlaid floors and Tiffany doors emphasizes attention to detail as soon as you enter the entrance hall. Here we see the main bedroom, where Sarah Winchester would eventually lose her fight for eternal life. And its impressive bed, a luxurious enough surrounding for anyone's demise.
And now you can get this
This
house on
oriental
Zillow.
dressing room and its
Mm.
main
Oh.
bedroom
It's another
are
cursed
the
house
only
that you can
rooms on the first 2
explore.
floors used
Yeah.
by someone other than Mrs. Winchester, her niece.
Here's a little thing from the Wikipedia page for it. Tour guides at the house often make claims of Sarah Winchester.
Tiffany
Oh,
doors, embellished by
Never
rock
mind.
quartz and crystals, and inlaid with
Rude.
German silver, bronze, and lead, illustrates that Sarah Winchester still had many more grand plans for the house, even when she died. The front parlour continues the display of quality, with its interlocking diamond parquet floor, rare scalloped French
They
encrusted
really are making this more about the house than anything else.
The bizarre
Yeah.
stairs to the ceiling show that what goes up doesn't necessarily always come down. The European influence in the house can be seen in the Grand Ballroom, where the silver chandelier came from Germany, and even the wallpaper was imported from France. The
Yes, what
distinctive
both
bell
ways.
tower was used to call servants during the day, and other more mysterious visitors at night.
Escalators must be the invention that are the most convenient when they break down because they just turn into stairs.
If you're ever in San
Mhm.
Jose,
I've actually seen that
try and pay a
debunked.
visit
Escalators
yourself.
aren't safe to stand on
Who
if they're not
knows, you may
moving.
even be
Also, they're only
greeted by
convenient for
some
able-bodied
earthly
people who didn't need an
host.
escalator in the first place.
I mean, yes to the last part, but I didn't know about the first part.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
ab-
I'm beyond plenty escalators that weren't working.
Yeah,
They're not
me
designed
too.
to support. They're not designed to support human weight when they're not in motion. I don't know what it is about them, but apparently there's mechanical complexity about their design that means they're only at maximum strength, like load-bearing strength, when moving.
Huh. Also, Mavica, could you restart the Discord stream? It's being weird.
Fine. Tell us about the Wikipedia thing.
Okay. Tour guides at the house often make claims of Sarah Winchester having patented various architectural features of the house, but a simple search of the US Patent and Trademark Database produces 0 patents assigned to her. So, okay. Way to just
Great.
lie easily.
Yeah,
Disproved?
gotta have something
Alright,
interesting to say in the tool.
fine now.
We don't need to see more about this.
No.
Wikipedia is right there.
Five. Ooh. Alright.
American seeress Jean Dixon is probably best known for her prediction of the death of President Kennedy. In 1956, she prophesied in Parade magazine that the 1960 election would be won by a Democrat who would be assassinated or die in office. John F. Kennedy won the election, and as we know, was indeed assassinated in 1963. She may well have been anticipating the continuance of the bizarre statistic that since 1840, every president elected at 20-year intervals had either been assassinated or died in office. A few years later, during a convention at the Ambassador Hotel, she stated that his brother Robert would never be president because of a tragedy that would occur at that very hotel. Just a week later, he was shot dead at the Ambassador Hotel, as she had predicted.
Or
She
she
was
was in
later seen-
cahoots.
Yeah, she was after that prediction seen loading a rifle.
Yeah, his head just said that.
Yeah, just. Uh-huh.
This goes back to it. Wait, did we see all of them? No, there's one.
No. Ooh.
It's Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull Vodka.
Corpse candles.
Okay.
Oh, stop. Okay.
I read like none of that.
Yep. Ooh, it's something. Feathers. Oh, that font.
Graphic design is my passion. Giant squid, okay. It's cracking again.
Lime juice. Oh.
Could men with wings, some bizarre crossbreed between mankind and who knows what, be found roaming freely on some isolated regions of the earth? E.F. Sketchling. Good name.
Alright. Half man, half bird man. Oh, he's gone.
Half man, half bird, all party animal.
It's the. Oh. Rat cage.
Ah, yeah.
And that's the
Oh.
bear again.
This is door 6, I think. Take you back to the hub.
I'm trying to get there. You would not believe how difficult it is. We haven't seen even half of this, but I think we've seen enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can save your game on this.
Wow.
Electric Sheep Limited, 1987. So that's what that is. in case there is like zero mention of this available anywhere, I will be uploading this to the Internet Archive for those who want to peruse the encyclopedia.
Yes.
But I think we've seen it.
Yeah.
Now, how do I uninstall this? I mean, what did it install? I think it just installs DirectX, which, okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It says PC format exclusive, but this was released Christmas in 1998, developed in 1997. Oh god, the CD smells so burnt. This thing is churning.
Oh.
This laptop is very warm.
It's gonna spontaneously combust. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, and like, I already replaced the... This must be the only Pentium 2 being cooled by gelid OCX thermal paste, which is good enough to be recommended for GPUs. So
Okay.
it's just really expelling all of that heat.
Uh-huh.
Boy. We can take a look at some garbage DOS shareware.
Yeah.
Or we God, I love this. The CDRs that I have here are so terrible that you can very easily see through them on the back.
Oh.
They are very see-through, and I imagine that this is why I can't use them for PlayStation backups. They work fine on a stereo. They work fine on a computer, but the PlayStation is very picky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can take a look at some garbage shareware, or we could do a round of Unreal Tournament. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Let's let this refresh.
Oh
Spin up.
no.
Oh, by the way, this looks largely the same as last time as we streamed this. However, it is a completely fresh and new install of Windows 98. We have found the quick restore disk for this machine. Oh, it's thinking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, so now it's like it's got the compact branding and everything. We got the
Only
programmable
weird thing this
keys.
is Windows ME.
Yeah, I think that's because of kernel X, though. This is actually 98 second edition. And the quick restore disk for this actually installs Windows 95. This machine, despite being released in 1998, only ever had the built-in OEM choices of either Windows 95 or Windows NT 4. This never came with Windows 98, so what I did was install it through the quick restore disk, and then upgrade it to Windows 98 SE, which, frustratingly enough, I could not do with the Windows 98 Second Edition CD that I already had, and had to burn a different one for the upgrades version.
Yeah.
It was very picky about that. Right. So this is a very interesting one. I had the CD as a kid, and it had some of the DOS games that I played as a kid that I could never find again for a long time. Sadly, I lost the CD a few years after getting it. And just yesterday, was it yesterday? Like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It was yesterday. I found it again on someone backed it up on the Internet Archive. I was thrilled to see it again after so many years.
Mm.
It is very weird. Like it starts up with this. I'm not sure that this is how the original one that I had was, but it has an interface built on Microsoft Fox Pro. And it's just 1,150 games tossed into it haphazardly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Some of them are duplicates as well.
Some of them are duplicates, and they all just have like flimsy descriptions. Not all of them accurate.
Yep.
Here's Aldo, the classic. Well, yeah,
Oh, you
there's
should show off the 1933 thing. That
right. So this is where I found again, and sadly this was not lost media because I found out that actually there already is a copy of this. Yes, this is basically the DOS version of a 50-in-1 NES cartridge.
yeah.
I love how you say, Sal, it's not lost media, as if you wish it was.
I wish it was, because I want to be the one to unearth this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, there was something in here that I only ever saw here, and then once I found again what it was called, I found out that there is a copy of this already in the Internet Archive, uploaded in 2017. A virtual tour of the 1933 World's Fair.
Yeah, in
And
Chicago.
and I love this part. Amalgamated Vaporware is prepared to sell or rent exhibit space in 1933 for your products or to create an artificial environment of your exhibition or fair. Like, I love this. Dude's trying to, like, monetize a fair that happened, like, years in the past. Like, I love it. It's amazing. So there's some instructions on how to move, and an ASCII map that doesn't help me much.
Yeah.
It makes sounds. You can turn those off though, and apparently turning the sounds off makes it render faster.
Yeah.
This is not the most performance thing ever. Also, I cannot align myself with this bridge,
Oh.
which doesn't matter because you can just walk on water. It's fine.
Things just disappearing sometimes.
Yeah, it's not the best engine. It's fascinating, but it is kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we are. I'm guessing this is 12th Street,
Yeah. Ring.
and there's the shed with two
Shed.
Ds.
Mm.
You can just phase through things. It's fine.
Yep, this is a shed.
If you hold it down long enough, you just go like great distances.
Whoa.
This is fascinating to me because, like, we looked up Amalgamated Vaporware and we looked up the name of the person who made it. The only record of any of those ever existing is the one Internet Archive entry for a copy of the software, which is identical to the one that I have here. That's it. That's all we know.
There was a listing for Amalgamated Vaporware. as a business, but it had a different name. But it's still in the same state, but not the same city. And I don't know if it was particularly up to date or existing still. But yeah, there's no record of this 1933 thing anywhere else other than the archive.org. Upload.
And this is it. This is just you walk
Yeah.
around some cubes,
Very
And they're-
slow cubes.
and they're prepared to sell you space in here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nothing has textures on it, does it? So
Yeah,
how would they do that?
I don't know.
Oh, clown tent.
This is the agriculture building, apparently.
Yeah. Jeez. Just a mess of polygons.
I think this is the United States portion of the thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Something.
What is that?
It's the plane.
Oh, yes, the blimp. Yeah, there's a blimp that's just flying above.
There's a skyride. Not that we can do anything with it because you just phase through everything.
Yeah. Green.
There are a lot of lines. Oh, I get what they're doing here. They're just putting like a bunch of lines because the lines can only be, infinitely thin. They can't have any thickness, so they
Right.
put a bunch of them in the same place. So from far away, it looks a bit thicker. Great rendering technique. This is fantastic. It sucks, but it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it's a bunch of this,
Mm.
Brutal. Pause of fury.
Fight Bandit. Oh shit, it's another slot machine. We gotta play with slot
Oh
machines.
god. You gotta play every slot machine you find on
We
this
gotta
disc.
there are so many slot machine games on this.
Don't do gambling, kids.
Come on, back to the class. That's not very fast, PK on Zip.
No.
I think Pause of Fury is a fairly well-known fighting game. Brutal Pause of Fury. I think it's a fairly well-known fighting game. Something is really chugging this down. Like, it usually does not take nearly this long, especially for files this small.
Yeah, originally a Sega CD exclusive. Brutal Pause of Fury, and then ported to other things.
Huh.
Sega CD, Genesis, SNES, Amiga, CD32, MS-DOS, 32X. And there was a
Is this
Sequel.
That-
Huh.
It's finally that. That had no business being that slow. I have no idea why it did that.
Mm.
It's trying to stop you from gambling. Ooh, this looks nicer than the other ones you did yesterday. It's running way too fast though.
Yep.
Brr. Just let the machine go brr. Oh, you won.
This is just making me want to play Tower Unite.
Hey!
Yay!
I can just keep
Jeez.
pressing insert because after you insert enough coins, the insert key just pulls the lever for it.
Oh, you made big money there
Whoa!
somehow.
Yep. I can just keep going with this now. Just keep pressing insert.
Damn, if only it
Look
was
at
that
that! We're just gone!
Mm.
easy. This game is generous.
Very.
I wish gambling was this profitable in real life.
Alright. We haven't. I mean, yeah, we can look at Brutal.
Searching zip.
That's weirdly slow. I wonder if the city drive is overheating or something. This is running off of an actual CD, even though it is a CDR, but it is a CD.
Ah.
Oh, so you have the laptop on a bag of ice.
Yeah.
While we're at it, set Mavic on a bag of ice as well.
Well, it is pretty warm here today. And
Yeah.
it doesn't help that I have like several machines in my room that generate a lot of heat.
Uh-huh.
When was the last time we had your film paste changed, honey?
Back in the 90s.
Maybe time.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this isn't. This computer has not been behaving nicely sometimes.
Yeah.
It was just called Brutal. And just like. Yeah, that's not much faster.
Jeez. Remaining time. Oh. Oh.
I fear. Okay, that was me just ejecting the CD. No cause for alarm.
You're reading CD-ROM.
Yeah, this is really warm. Probably
Oh.
warmer than a CD should be.
Yeah.
Oh, the lens itself is burning.
Oh.
Perhaps we should do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, we already hit the 2-hour mark, but
Yeah. You did do put a lot of multimedia off the CD.
yeah,
Right.
it's kind of like really primed up for. Yes, yeah, I let it cool down a little bit. Gave the CD a wipe and off it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then there's still uninstall. Okay.
Oh.
We've seen this installer before. Did they?
Yeah. I don't know
Was
what used
it?
it.
Was
Game
it the Street Fighter 2 demo?
Maybe? The Brutal Challenge. Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
If this is anything like the Street Fighter DOS game, none of the controls will do anything.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere, is it?
Got a cool music beat though.
I don't think this is going anywhere.
Oh boy.
We had the same problem with Big Red Racing. All the menus worked fine, and then you go to play the game and it doesn't.
Yeah.
We waited plenty of minutes. It never did anything, and I fear this is going to be the same thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Playing those games under Windows 98 was a thing that worked, but was not the best. And also, a lot of older DOS games don't work with quite newer hardware. Like, this is a Pentium 2 from 1998. That's already a bit too new for a lot of DOS games.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the video chipset has weird timing issues with some specific DOS games as well. Like, Commander Keen runs slow on this thing because of the video
Yeah.
modes. It's strange. Actually, I should. The way that other EGA things have been running faster. I'm thinking that something changed when I installed 4DOS as my shell. I wonder if it's still gonna be slow. Does it sound slow? Oh yeah, now it sounds slow. See, I changed the scaling on the video chipset with a shortcut. And if you don't scale it, which means you don't get this weird stretched pixels, it runs slower for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is what I get for running on the real hardware.
Yeah. Weird compatibility stuff.
Remember, kids, just emulate. If you can help it, just emulate.
Honestly, at this point, like, going through the trouble of like working with real hardware. It doesn't help that this is a laptop, right? There's not much
Yeah.
expandability or parts swapping that I can do on this.
Yeah.
So, you know, unless you have a lot of money to burn on different hardware that you can test things on, it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Money and space. We can close on. I would love to look through this, but there's like 1,100 games in here. Maybe we can do another stream another time for this.
Yeah.
That's like a lifetime
also-
worth of work.
Also, a lot of these are just like really common DOS games, like
Yeah.
Zool, Zool 2, ZZT. You know, like there's Doom and Wolfenstein 3D in the mix here, so a lot of it is not worth looking into. So you know.
Yeah.
We will possibly do a stream about this at some point, but since we're already here, before we go for the night, oh yeah, but that's because I removed the CD. Sure. Oh, whoa. The capture is not happy with this.
Oh.
And we're back, okay.
Weird.
Yeah, this, you know. Cheap hardware gets you cheap results. Let's just clown around for a little bit. Like 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna go get a drink real quick while this loads. And you get to see the intro as it does.
I guess we probably have to ask that no one who's watching the stream actually play, because it'd be screen cheating.
Just close your eyes when you look at the stream.
Okay.
If you.
In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the New Earth government legalized no-holds-barred fighting. Leandri Mining Corporation, working with the NEG, established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. The fight's popularity grew with their brutality. Soon, Leandri discovered that the public matches were their most profitable enterprise. The Professional League was formed, a cabal of the most violent and skilled warriors in known space, selected to fight in a grand tournament. Now it is 2341. 50 years have passed since the founding of Deathmatch.
Yeah, for a long time, I didn't even know there was a voiceover because I just skipped the intro.
You have been selected to fight in the Professional League by the Leandri Rules Board. Your strength and brutality are legendary. The time has come to prove you are the best. To crush your enemies. To win the tournament.
Wow, I arrived right at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, audio's a little bit delayed. Just sometimes on OBS, if you run an audio capture for too long, it gets delayed, at least on the monitor. That's better. What? Oh, that's the wrong thing. This is an open server. If you happen to have UT99, hop in.
No screen cheating.
Oh boy. Wow, it's good. Just jump right into some screening. Oh, oh, jeez. I gotta get out of here.
Oh boy. Okay, I've gotten stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, oh, I see that. That looks very weird. Oh man, the bot is dominating me. I'll be honest, I do not like this map.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
We always seem to play on it. It always seems to come up. It's annoying.
I keep forgetting I have the jump boots and just going to jump onto a crate and being like, oh, I'm up in the air.
Oh, that's me overboard.
Oh.
Ow. Completely square. Jump boots again.
Where are the weapons?
Ow.
This is not a good map for finding weapons.
Mm.
This is not a good map, period.
Yeah.
Finally, I
They're all
got that guy.
concentrated. So anyone who runs through picks up all of them.
That. Great. I stood on the elevator weird and hit my head.
Quad damage rocket launched myself to death.
Great. Yeah, I see what you mean about them being concentrated, like in one line of just running around.
Yeah. It's easy to pick up all the weapons on the map if you just find the right space and then they're just...
Ah! The Kraken has gotten me.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm having a kill. This map is wasted potential. I don't know why there isn't a crow's nest you can go in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For anybody watching the VOD after the fact, I would like to point out that A, I'm not good at FPSs, and B, it's very hard to aim when your frame rate is this low.
Ah, dang.
Interestingly enough, I don't think the computer is... Wow. I don't think the computer is as hot to running this game as it is just trying to read things off the CD.
Huh. Oh, I should not have eaten all that French toast.
Oh boy.
The pistol is kind of brutal with the quad damage.
Anything is kind of brutal with the quad damage.
Yeah.
Okay, fair, fair.
Sorry for the spawn kill, but that's the only way I can get you.
Sam keeps getting me. I'm not even the one streaming. How can they be screen cheating?
Also, yes, since Sam is not on the call, I will tell to our streamers, to our viewers, that Sam is playing on a trackball.
Yes.
Somehow they're still that good. Hey! Maybe I can go for one more if it's not a garbage map.
Yeah.
Look at that model.
DM
Hyperblast.
Hyperblast.
Which one's
Oh,
this?
it's this one.
Oh, it's this.
It is a garbage map.
Skip.
Yeah, we all want to skip it. I was just gonna play it, but
We've played all this way too many times.
yeah, that's true. Okay, oh, let's go skip a Rooney. Wait, can I access it through here? Oh, you can. Hello. Let's skip that. That works.
Hermit. Oh boy.
Hmm.
It's a weird thing.
Oh, this one.
I haven't played on this one.
It's weird.
It looks
Played
the
it,
part.
single
The
player.
middle column, the middle like square column. Oh, great. Yeah, I got telefragged the first time I played on here as well when I started. The middle column is anti-gravity. You just float up and down depending on where you're looking.
Great.
Oh, and you can spawn below the map, apparently. Guess how I just found out?
I also spawned below the map. Ooh.
This is fantastically bad.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Wait, the bot had a killing spree? We're
Yeah.
looking bad.
Oh, this fell off.
Oh, shit. Oh yeah, you can spawn under the map. Fascinating.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at it! Ah, look. That's wrong.
Oh boy.
Is this a community map? Is this part of the Game of the Year thing?
It's part of the I don't know if it's game of the year, but it's not a community map. Wait, no, I mean, I don't know.
I think it is game of the
because I
year.
thought the game of the year adds community maps.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a gimmicky map, and it does not pay off.
No, it definitely does not. It's the kind of thing that, like, oh, this is so bad, I love it, and you play it once, and then you will never play it again.
Yeah, like, oh, that was weird. Why would you even put the Ripper on this map?
Yeah, it's not great if you don't have confined spaces and there's no walls.
Ripper isn't good in any situation.
It's good if you can corner people in a confined room.
Oh, no!
The bots even kill steal me.
Oh, there's a damage amplifier underneath the map, but if you actually get down low enough to collect it, you fall into the void.
Great.
That's upsetting. That's...
Oh boy.
Ah! So I just got blown into the lower level.
Yep, I hit you with the shock with the Ripper's secondary fire.
Ah, dang.
All you made me do is fall into the bottom level.
Hmm?
Red team at 0 points.
Oops.
It's
you
not
know,
me
you
who's
know.
scoring for the blue team, that's for sure. There's a corpse just floating.
Okay. Just saw teammates get obliterated in front of me while floating.
How are you still alive?
I don't know!
Wait! Come on. You're cheating.
You got me. Sorry.
Dang.
The bots kill you and I can't.
The bots have perfect aim with a rocket launcher and hit you dead on.
They're not even at a hard level.
I know,
They're
right?
on...
God, I got hit
I got
directly
hit in
with
the
a
face
rocket
by
grenade.
one with a rocket.
Oh, I'm on -2.
Finally!
That took forever, because all of us on red team, however many, were falling off a lot.
God, it would be great if any of the kills I got counted.
I finally got the one killing blow. Why does this centered on
Why?
this gun?
Did someone die there immediately after the game finished?
I don't know.
But yeah, that's it.
That's it. I think that'll do it for us for tonight. And
Yeah.
I have not forgotten about the website project.
Yeah.
But that is, I mean, I do want to continue it, but I first of all, I need to reinstall front page on this thing after the reinstall. I have the files for the website though. They were not lost.
We did get a beta version of Zara web
Yes,
style.
we
And then
found
it was
a full
2 instead
version.
of 4.
Yeah, we found a
it's
full
full
version
version.
of Zara web style and also a Zara 3D paddle maker, although it does not have the animations of the newer versions. Yeah. So we can do some fun stuff with that, and I will be on the lookout for more fun web graphics to put on our pool website. But once we have all that, we will be making more 90s web goodies.
Yeah.
Next week, we will be going back to Yakuza for the next part of that. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
See you later.